Welcome to Pass the Popcorn. I'm Rob, and this
I'm
is
Nick.
Yeah, and we have a producer.
We have a producer now. This is big.
So behind the camera is Keaton, making it happen. He looks so good. Yeah, he's that guy. He's the one
He's that
waving
hand.
right there.
He's that
That's that hand.
disembodied hand.
You see how good looking that hand was right there? That's the kind of hand that really, truly makes this special. So we got a lot of things we're doing to try to expand all of this, but one thing we are going to do is we're really trying to focus. Tell them how we're going to try to focus our weekly episodes on the wheel.
Well, we want to give enough time to everything that we get on the wheel where we're not also taking up a ton of time per episode. So going forward, what we plan on doing is midweek episodes are going to be things like Kernel of News, post-popcorn perceptions, fun little stuff, movie trivia, things like one-offs that we can do to get you guys through the week. And then every Friday, that will be our spinning of the wheel, breaking down a movie, going through shots and what we liked about the movie, what we didn't like. And those episodes are going to shrink because we're kind of getting really long there.
Yes.
And we really wanted to bring it back down.
We were verging on an hour and a half episode, and it's like, no, that's too much. That's too much. So today, we're recording one of the first of these, and this is our first kind of separate midweek in regards to this. And I believe the week we're recording this, you're also going to get another midweek.
You are. This Wednesday, they're getting one.
This Wednesday, they're getting a midweek. So by this point, you'll have already received the upcoming releases of 2026. And so this is just about releasing more content, getting more stuff out there. So let's talk a little bit about Kernel of News, and then we'll go into post-popcorn perceptions. So last night, we watched the Golden Globes.
We did watch the Golden Globes last night.
I have, for most of my life, or at least most of my adult life, every time I watch the Oscars, all these, I always do a ballot. And my wife and I do, and Nick could tell because we're very good at it.
They're really good at it.
We did a ballot. Who won, Nick, out of me and my wife and you?
I would like to say it was me. But
he would like to say that.
It was not. Rob got, 19 correct?
19 correct.
I got 6 correct. Truthfully, with the Golden Globes, though, which I went into it saying was my weakest portion is the TV selections because I just don't watch a ton of normal TV. So, that one I was like, I didn't know what half the shows were. I was going based off of actors' names that I knew for a lot of them. So that drew me back a little bit. But I did have some for the movies where I was like, I'm going against the grain here with what I feel to be a good selection, and I was wrong on some of them. I was right on some of them, though, too.
Yes, you were right on 6 of them.
I was right. I was right on one of those that you were not right on.
You were right on one of those. But to be fair, on the one that you were right on, I told you that you probably should switch or else I'm going to switch. Remember?
That is true. That is true.
That is absolutely true.
I was a little set in my ways. I was like, I just feel like this is going to be it, but I like this movie more.
Yes.
And, so I'm glad. I'd just go ahead and switch.
I'm glad. Well, and he almost crashed out at that point. He was almost done. But we did really good. What I want to do really briefly over this part of the episode is I want to do a bit of an unpacking of what the Golden Globes were, mainly just so that, we can tell you a little bit from what we've seen, some things to check out, everything else. So, the biggest thing was that Hamnet won Best Picture.
It won Best Dramatic Picture.
Yes.
Which is the Golden Globes equivalent of Best Picture. They do 2 separate categories, one for musical and comedy, and then one that is drama. And you can tell which one they kind of take more seriously when it's said on the ballot. It was like, this nominee for Best Movie, Comedy or Musical. And then when it came to the drama, it was like, this is Best Motion Picture Drama. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We can see which one they ended the night on it, so it was clearly the biggest one.
Yeah, it's their biggest show. So Hamnet wins that. It wins it over Sinners. Although I had a very big feeling that was going to happen, because earlier in the show they do this award called Best Cinematic Feature Box Office Achievement. And Sinners won that, and Sinners winning that I knew immediately. Now Sinners is a really well done movie, fantastic. Hamnet.
Hamnet was phenomenal.
Great movie. You've got, let's just go through some of these really, really quickly. Musical or comedy movie, One Battle After Another.
We
talked about that in one of our last episodes. Great movie. Paul Thomas Anderson won Best Director.
Best Screenplay.
Tiana, I think it's Tiana. Yeah, Tiana Taylor, she won.
Best Supporting.
They had a lot of that stuff. Some other highlights that day were Wagner Moura, Brazilian actor, won for The Secret Agent. So I'm kind of stoked to see The Secret Agent. because that, anytime somebody wins like that, or you see something from what is normally considered a foreign film, I'm always thinking maybe I'm not going to see Parasite again, but I could see a Parasite level performance. And if you've never seen Parasite, what are you doing? You need to watch that movie. It's incredible. It's literally one of the greatest movies ever made. It's a shocker. So I'm excited to see the Secret Agent and several of those. Timothée Chalamet
won Best Actor in a comedy or musical, which I saw coming. He won it for the People's Choice Awards. I think he is the front runner to win the Oscar right now.
And you got to see Marty Supreme.
You have to see Marty Supreme to understand why. Timothy hasn't, he's been in a lot of stuff and he's garnered a lot of recognition, but this is the first time that he's actually winning the awards, and I think it's earned.
Yeah, several movies too on top of that are going to become bigger during award season right now, and we'll probably do a midweek that we'll talk a little more about this another time, but this one will kind of knock some of that out. Is one, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That's the Rose Byrne one that she just won for. That's an A24 movie, which A24
was killing it.
Really good stuff. You've got Sentimental Value with Stellan Skarsgård. You've got, like I said, Marty Supreme. You've got the one that was Best Foreign Feature. I forget what the name of that one was. But you got all of these. So there's a lot of good ones. But one that was really popular, K-Pop Demon Hunters had 2 wins.
They did have 2 wins.
Yeah, what were their 2 wins?
Best Animated Feature and Best Original Song.
Yes, for Golden. And Sinners did pick up Best Original Score.
Best Original Score went to Sinners.
But this is a little bit of a controversy. That what has happened here is Hans Zimmer and a lot of people at the awards were upset that they actually gave that award off the air because of how important a movie score is.
Yeah, that was one where we came back from commercial break and we had to rewind because we heard them say, earlier in the night they gave this award.
If you didn't know, we did this off the camera, and it's all, do you know how important the score is to a movie? I mean, if you're going to watch Sinners, watch Sinners, and you're going to find out how important that score is to that movie, or F1, or any one of them. So you've got that. And so anything else on movies that you wanted to highlight? I think that covers it.
Yeah, the Golden Globes wise, I had never fully sat down and watched the award shows. I just kind of like seeing who wins at the end of the night, but it was a lot of fun watching this time, doing ballots. Even though I was wrong a lot of the time, I had a blast.
A lot of the time.
I had a blast. I'm excited for the Oscars to do it again.
Keaton, how many times was he right? You remember?
Only 9?
No, 6.
6.
Oh, okay. Thanks for trying to build him up, though, Keaton.
Thank you.
Thanks, producer.
I appreciate that one.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
I promise I'll be better at the Oscars.
Yeah, that's great. He's going to really bring it. He's going to really step up his game. Then in TV, you can see all kinds of different stuff. So the big winners that night for TV were The Studio on Apple TV, which is the Seth Rogen
comedy that basically makes fun of all of his friends in Hollywood.
All his friends in Hollywood, and it's about a TV producer. And if Hollywood loves anything, they love themselves. They really love themselves. And so Hollywood loves themselves, and they like shows and movies about themselves. That's why they like La La Land and all these things. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The Pit, medical drama, which we know that Nick struggles with medical drama.
So as I said last night, we were talking about all these shows. When it came to the TV shows, I was picking. I like Severance a lot, so I was like, I'm going to pick off of Severance,
which is a great show.
The Pit kept winning, and I was like, okay, I haven't heard about this show, but the second season came out, and I was like, Rob, what is it? He goes, oh, it's a hospital in Pittsburgh. I went, oh my god, another hospital show. That was my thing.
But it's different.
I know it's different, and I would need to watch it to fully get it. There is just a part of me that is like, I'm so tired of cop and hospital shows. So
we haven't had a genuinely good, and I know that there's going to be women that watch this, that whenever I say this, they're going to hate this because they're big Grey's Anatomy fans. But I'm sorry, but there hasn't been a genuinely good hospital drama since ER. And Pitt is best since then. Grey's Anatomy is a soap opera. It's a soap opera.
It's a soap opera.
It's, and it's good if you like that kind of thing, but it's not for me. It's not for me. Doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not for me. Hot take. But The Pit, Pluribus, the new Vince Gilligan, guy who made Breaking Bad show, all of that kind of stuff. And then the big winner of the night, Adolescence. So limited series. I have to tell you, if you have not watched Adolescence on Netflix, you need to make it a priority to watch this show. It is 4 episodes. Each episode is... Nick, your mind was blown when you're...
I was blown that it just kept winning.
award.
They were winning everything. Every time that it was nominated, it won.
Yes. And incredible. And the kid who's winning, his name is Owen Cooper. He's so young. When he filmed this, he was just a kid. But the story behind Adolescence is basically a kid is accused of... a girl goes missing, and she has been killed. A young elementary girl. And they have tied another boy in her class, this Owen Cooper, to it. So the whole show is happening in real time. Police, family, everything as they're unpacking everything with this case. And then each episode jumps forward in time, but each episode also happens in real time. And it's all a oneer. And for those that don't know what a oneer is, you want to explain to them what
Oneer
a
is a very long take when it comes to a shot. So basically, if you were to do like an action scene or something in a movie, typically what you're doing is you shoot it from one side, cut, shoot it from another side, cut, shoot it from a wide. A oneer is when you do the entire thing with the camera moving.
Without virtually stopping.
Without stopping.
Yeah.
You can hide cuts, which a lot of them do, like 1917.
Yeah.
But most times, because they don't do them for the entirety of the thing, there's not really that many hidden cuts. It's just kind of going.
They make it look like, and so I will tell you, Adolescence is incredible. There's a reason why it won every single award. But that was the Golden Globes. Anything else on the Golden Globes you want to share?
No, not really. It was. I'm ready for the Oscars. I'm ready to see the
noms.
The noms. Like, I love when it comes to like the celebrities and everything. You can tell that they're excited to win these awards. And that like they didn't expect them to, and stuff like that. The Oscars just takes it to a whole another level.
Well, and and they had, speaking of podcasts, they had Best Podcast.
They did have Best Podcast.
Good Hang with Amy Poehler, which is actually a really fun podcast. She's a good interviewer. But it beat Smartless, and in my opinion, more superior. I like Smartless better.
It beat Smartless. It beat Call Her Daddy.
Yeah.
It beat Pass the Popcorn. We weren't nominated, but it beat us.
We weren't even considered.
It's just how it goes from time to time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Hey, hopefully they hear about us one of these days. On the business side, Colonel and News, we've been talking about the Warner Brothers, Netflix, Paramount Global merger. Here's a little bit of new news on all of that. So the biggest story in regards to all of that is Netflix remains in talks to acquire major parts of Warner Brothers Discovery, their streaming assets, and what would be one of the largest consolidations in entertainment history. But Paramount is aggressively pushing back, launching legal and boardroom challenges. Paramount is threatening to sue that they're not being considered fairly. And what they're trying to do is slow and block the deal. So technically, no deal has been finalized.
Yeah, nothing's passed the Trade Commission yet.
Yeah,
FTC.
Negotiations, lawsuits, shareholder pressure, all these things are going to happen. This is a big deal. And so this could mess up everything. There is a good possibility, Nick, at the end of this, that neither of them get it.
Man, that'd be crazy if Warner Brothers just stayed Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
After everybody and their mother at the Golden Globes was like, Warner Brothers is so good. It's such a good studio to work with, and they create these stories. It's almost like they were saying that they didn't want Netflix to buy it.
I told you, that was Zaz. So the owner, not the one who is, saying yes to moving forward with these movies, but the owner of Warner Brothers is the one who wants to sell it. And that's who everybody refers to as Zaz. And do I think they need to? I don't know their books. Yeah, they very well could. But we'll see how that all goes. I'm interested to see how that all plays out. I don't think that we'll probably get an answer in the middle of award season. I think they'll slow it up until after the Oscars, so we probably won't hear anything on this until after the Oscars, especially with Warner Brothers having a big chance with one battle after another winning Best Picture.
Yeah, for it to be one of the front runners, especially after the Golden Globes. It just seems like
it could win it all.
And who knows, maybe Warner Brothers and people are waiting to see if it does win, then they go, yeah, we don't need to sell.
Yeah,
And if it doesn't, maybe that's when they go, we need to sell.
absolutely. All right, let's do some post-popcorn perceptions before we end this particular episode this midweek. Explain to them what post-popcorn is.
Post-popcorn perceptions is whether it's something streaming, something in theaters, a TV show that's prominent. If we've watched it within the past week, we're going to give our thoughts on it.
Yes.
Spoiler-free, so that way we foster you going to see it.
We won't even give it a kernel review.
We don't give it a kernel review. We just say if we thought it was good, if it's worth a watch, if you should see it in theaters, if you shouldn't see it in theaters, stuff like that. Movie we went and saw together was The Housemaid.
Yes.
With Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, Brendan Sklenar.
Directed by
Paul Feig.
one of your favorite directors.
No.
Okay, not
But I was interested in this movie solely because of Sydney Sweeney. I'll proudly scream that from the heavens.
We all know your love for Sydney Sweeney.
I love Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
But this movie was really good.
It was really, really good. It was really good. Like what I say is one of the best movies ever. No, but I went into it with incredibly low expectations and was pleasantly surprised. That movie made me deeply uncomfortable the whole first half.
It was just so.
It was a great thriller.
It was a great thriller, and I love thrillers so much. I don't necessarily like horror movies. I like movies more like Get Out, Nope, Us, and this movie scratched that.
Get
itch
Out
so
is a
much.
horror movie, though.
No, Get Out's more of a thriller.
It's a horror movie.
Get Out? Are you saying Get Out? It's classified as a thriller.
It's a horror movie, dude.
No, a horror movie to me.
I don't know.
A horror movie to me is
That whole final sequence is straight horror. Like it is terrifying.
But the most of the movie is thriller. Horror movies, you got to think of like Friday the 13th.
Maybe. I'll give it to you. But
this one was more along the lines of something like Gone Girl.
If the equivalent is it makes me uncomfortable, yes. This beginning of this movie made me deeply uncomfortable. And for those viewers of ours that are, not used to maybe more adult content, it is
very adult.
It is very adult.
Hard R rating.
Yeah, it's a very, very rated R movie, but it's well done. So if you like a good thriller, a good adult thriller, reminiscent of movies like
Gone
Girl and these, man, they nailed it.
It was so much fun. It hooks you.
Killing at the box office now.
Killing at the box office. It hooks you in, and it just keeps you interested the entire time. The entire time it is interesting.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and
thank you, Keith.
Who's in
Sydney Sweeney is there.
Who's in that? Who's
Sydney
in that movie
Sweeney's
again?
In pretty much every scene.
She is in pretty much every scene of the movie. So Nick will probably go see it with you if you want to go see it. Just call him. He'll pay for his own ticket to go see it. Absolutely. Okay. On another note, one other movie I do want to mention before we get off of here is they have released on digital download right now. Predator Badlands. Predator Badlands is amazing. Have you seen it yet?
No, I
haven't seen it yet. You're gonna come over and watch it. You got to. This movie was one of the funnest movie theater going experiences I had all of last year. It was so much fun. Predator Badlands is amazing. It has Elle Fanning, but virtually everybody else is a creature. If you like the Predator movies, great. If you don't, this is the first since Alien vs. Predator, which was technically a PG-13 Predator movie. And you're like, oh, well, then that's going to tone it down. This is still very much just, it's good, but it's a great storyline. It's so much fun. The action's incredible. I bought it almost immediately. I was I wanted this for my collection. It's happening. So go see Housemaid in theaters. Download Predator Badlands. To me, it's worth it. It's worth the purchase. It's such a good one.
Watch Wake Up Dead Man on Netflix. I watched that for the first time last night.
Maybe my favorite movie of last year.
That was a really good movie.
Top 5 at least.
Really good movie.
Incredible on Netflix. You got to watch it. And I think anyone who is a Christian or I wouldn't say necessarily religious, but a spiritual person, you need to watch this movie. It's really, really good. But I think that's it for Post Popcorn.
That's it for this midweek episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. We really wanted to bring more content where we can actually dive a little deeper into the news, a little deeper into things we're seeing in theaters, but also then make sure that our weekly episodes are jam-packed with what you guys come here to listen for.
Yeah, The
Wheel, weekly movies, what we're watching, and what we think of those movies that we're watching weekly. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. On those on YouTube, make sure you You subscribe. If you have thoughts and opinions, leave them in the comments.
Please
leave them in the comments.
If you have any comments too about Nick's love for Sydney Sweeney, please let that be known in the comments as well.
If you love Sydney Sweeney, leave it in the comments.
Please. If you love Sydney Sweeney more than Nick, let that be known. But either way, we'll see you for our next Movie of the Week episode. See you guys.